Okay, first, please state name and brief involvement, history, music video production. Hello, I'm Paul. I have some history in music video production in as much as that I've produced music videos for independent artists. Nothing you would ever have heard of, but I have involvement. I've made about 4 or 5 music videos of different styles. Technique I'm studying is lip syncing. Do you have any experience with lip syncing, footage to audio? If so, can you touch on the importance of getting it right and any techniques you would offer to help do it well? Well, obviously the main thing to do is have playback on the set. So when you're recording with your artist, you need a recording of the song. I've seen people try to do it without them. It doesn't work. And that needs to be kind of playing back at the same kind of rate as you're recording. There's no other real technique you have to do other than have it play back on set and make sure that the artist can actually follow along and can actually lip sync it. So you might need to do rehearsals beforehand. There are quite a few examples as well of music videos where the playback of the track has been altered in some way to create some kind of effect. I can't remember the video, but one of the Coldplay ones was played back in reverse, I think, and then he learnt the words in reverse, so that when it was played back the other way, it kind of gave it this kind of otherworldly kind of feel. But lip sync, yeah, really important. It's important that it looks like they're actually singing the words. So yeah, it's important to get right. Who do you think is the most influential music video producer? So who do you think is the most influential music video producer and why? There's quite a few to choose from. I'd say maybe David Fincher. And David Fincher, obviously now world renowned for being a Hollywood director of feature films, and a very good one at that. Made a lot of music videos for a lot of different artists, and he kind of had a very particular style, and I think that he probably moved the music video forward in terms of style and things that you could do with it. One of his most iconic is probably Vogue by Madonna. So have a look at that. Other people, I'd say Spike Jonze is quite influential, in particularly Sabotage by the Beastie Boys. But he also did Weapon of Choice, the one with Christopher Walken dancing through the mall, which is amazing, and Praise Me, another one he did. He's kind of got this very low budget independent sensibility that I think works really well. And Michel Gondry as well, another music video director who's just kind of pushed the boundaries of what you can do with the music video, which I think is vitally important, because the music video should always be trying to push new ideas and technology to good effect. What is your favourite music video and why? Please pick out a favourite part. My favourite music video of all time is probably Just by Radiohead. I particularly like this video because I love the song. I think it's a great song. And the video is just a really kind of good combination of band footage and narrative. And there's dialogue throughout it, but it's all done in subtitles, which I really like. I hate it when music videos are interrupted or the song's interrupted by actual dialogue and speech. But this one's really good. You've got the band playing in an apartment above a street, and in the street a man just decides to lay on the ground, and people are coming up to him asking him, why are you laying on the ground? And he's like, it's far too terrible for me to tell you. I can't possibly tell you. And this is just intercut with the band playing, back to the street, this kind of ongoing story. And the final reveal is he's like, okay, I'm going to tell you why I'm laying here, but God help me for what I'm about to do. And you go back to the band and you come back to the street and everybody is laying on the ground, and you don't find out what it was he said or his reasons for it. My favourite part of the video is a part where there's a really small instrumental break where the song suddenly goes very quiet just for a second, and you've got a shot of Tom York's face just staring at the camera, and I think there's a curtain blowing behind him, and it just kind of perfectly captures this moment of stillness and silence in the song, and that's my favourite bit. Have you got a least favourite music video? well, that's a tricky one. There's so many bad music videos. One I saw recently, which I really didn't like, was by a band called Dead Cross. It's an artist that I like called Mike Patton, and the music video was like, I think it was like cockfighting or something in Spain. It was all kind of animal cruelty, which I hated, but that's just for that reason. From a taste perspective, I think one of Devin Townsend's latest videos, one he did for Genesis, I think, was just, it's kind of his signature style of going over the top and being quite quirky and camp. But it's got him kind of listening to the song on headphones, and there's all this stuff happening behind him, and it's just overly cheesy and cringeworthy. I don't like it. Are there any editing, filming techniques you don't enjoy either doing or watching? I'd say I hate seeing the overuse of the cross dissolve. I really don't like that. I think it's a lazy way of editing, and it kind of suggests that maybe not as much planning has gone into the production as there should have been. So yeah, I don't like seeing overuse of cross dissolves between shots. Do you remember the first music video you ever watched? If yes, please state what it was and touch on what you were thinking, feeling when you watched it. Okay. I think the first one I can remember was Money for Nothing by Dire Straits. And actually it might have been Material Girl by Madonna. I'm going to go with Dire Straits because what I was thinking is probably more appropriate to this documentary. And well, what can I say? I was absolutely blown away by it because it was computer generated 3D, and it looked incredible. I mean, nowadays it looks awful. You can make the whole video probably in 5 minutes in Cinema 4D, but back then it was just absolutely amazing. You got a band playing on the TV, and it's all kind of 80s colours. There's purples and pinks and everything going on, and then you've got these computer generated characters performing the rest of the video, and it was just a great video because it was the whole all the lyrics of the video were kind of played out by the CG characters, and I just remember it being really impressive and experimental. What do you think the future of music videos looks like? I really don't know. It's very hard to guess where most things are going now, but in particular music videos could just go off on any tangent really, and I think the music industry is constantly trying to be creative and find new ways of doing things, and now with technology being so readily available and social media and things like that, I just don't know. I don't know where it could possibly go, but I'm sure it's going to go somewhere creative and sort of something that's going to be interesting to watch. Okay, hope that's all right.